Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Tzav, mitzvahs, commandments, again, a lot, and mostly commandments that don't have much relevancy to us today, because those are commandments of the animal offerings in the temple and the temple service. I don't want to get into the details of those offerings in order not to offend any of our vegetarian listeners and viewers, especially that I learned my lesson a couple of months ago in my synagogue when between Mincha and Mariv I gave a small class, a very short class on the Sefer HaMitzvahs of Rambam, and specifically that day we were discussing the mitzvahs of offerings and what parts are cutting, what parts are burning. And I had one guy who is like a very rebellious vegetarian. He got so upset, he started to scream and left the synagogue. Now, next Shabbos he came back and we are friends. We're still friends, but I don't want to offend anybody. Mashiach will come, actually. Mashiach probably is already here. Look around yourself. And when we renew our service in the temple, we will see whose feelings we will offend or not, and in what way. But you probably know that the sacrificial service in the temple was substituted, according to the Talmud, with the prayers. Rabbi Yeshua, in the Babylonian Talmud, he said that the prayers, daily prayers, Shacharit, Mincha, and Arvit, as well as the holiday prayers, Musaf and Neila and Yom Kippur, were established instead of daily offerings. And for this, I need to share with you a story that happened to me recently, my pain, rabbinical pain that happens pretty often. And again, very nice woman. I still never met her in person, only over the phone. She called me and she asked me to pray for her husband. And I said, of course, all together we will pray on Shabbat. So she said to me, oh, I know your wife. Your wife is such a nice person. Please extend my gratitude that she will pray together with you. So I took a pause because I really didn't understand what she meant. Then I realized that she didn't understand that I invited her to come on Shabbat to pray together with us. She thought that I just will join my wife or she will join me in the prayers for her husband. And I told her, no, I meant that yes, we will pray with my wife, with all the congregation, and especially with you. God needs your prayers. Probably was kind of overload for this woman. Couple of weeks passed, still a couple of Shabbatot passed, and I still didn't meet this woman in person. But we have to understand, Judaism, it's not any other religion when the priest is praying. No, God needs our prayers, our personal prayers. Nobody can pray instead of you. And especially now, in the time when Mashiach is almost here, the fifth Lubavitcher Rebbe said that we will miss those times. Why? Because we could do so much on a personal level with our relation with God that will be pretty much impossible to do when the temple will rebuild. Because when the temple will rebuild and the services will be reestablished, they will be exactly according to the rules mentioned in the Torah, and the priest will do the sacrifice. I don't know if the prayer that we have today will be in the same format when the Mashiach will come, but at least utilize this time. Now we have a time to get personal with God, to address our own personal prayers. Not rabbis, not your relatives, you. God wants your prayers. Use this time wisely. While Mashiach is still not here, while the temple is still not rebuilt, talk to God on a personal level. Thank you very much. Good luck. See you next week.